everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back. If you're here for the first time, welcome. I appreciate everybody's support. Today we're going to be doing the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 4, which is a weekly prompt challenge hosted by Amy at Crafty Cat. And Challenge 4 is based on themes for journals, and she draws 2 prompts out of her little bag every Monday, and you're to make 1 piece of ephemera with each of the prompts. And like I said, this particular challenge, number 4, is based on journal themes. So, this week she drew out Poppy and Shabby. So, I'm going to do a couple of makes for each of those. And I hope you will watch and see what I do. And let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're not participating, it's not too late to start. She doesn't have really any rules about the challenge, except for using the prompts in some way. So for the poppies, I have a Edith Holden page that has poppies on it. And I'm going to fold this so that it wraps around the page because I can't bring myself to cut it. So I've trimmed it down so it'll fit on the page, but other than that. So I'm just going to fold it in half. And that way it will wrap around a page. Like if this was your journal page, it would wrap like this. And I'm going to have so that there's a tuck here and a tuck on this side. That way I don't lose any of the beautiful poppies that are on here. So I want to cut a notch in both sides, kind of in the middle. No, not in the middle because I don't want to cut that daisy, so I'm going to cut it a little lower. No, I'm going to cut it higher. And you'll see why I chose higher when I do my little tag that's going in there. Okay, so, and then the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put, let me move some of this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to put this book page on here, and then I'm going to use this bird. We're going to lose a little bit of his tail, but I'd rather lose a little bit of his tail than lose his beak. And the book page is just kind of to break up the background from the bird a little bit. So this one's going to be fairly simple, but sometimes simple's okay. Especially when you have such a beautiful image to begin with. Okay, and let's ink around the bird. This is just out of a bird book, but I thought the colors went well with the poppies, so that's why I picked this little feller. So I hope everybody is having a good day today. having a good day, except there's a lot of noise outside my house today because not the road that I live on, but the intersecting road developed a sinkhole. And they have the road closed, and they're out there trying to fix it. And so the trucks have been zooming up and down the road all day or all morning with dirt and all that kind of stuff where they're trying to get it fixed. We've had a lot of rain, so I'm assuming that's why we now have a sinkhole. I'm going to concentrate mainly on the front side of this today. And then once I actually put it in a journal, I'll worry about the back. I have a general idea of what I want to do, but set that, actually, I don't want to set that there because then I can't use my glue book. Alright, so let's get our little birdie glued down. Whoops, I just gouged my glue. I hate when I do that. We're going to lose just the little tip of his tail. But I think that'll be alright. Alright, now I'm going to make a card to go inside, and again, I've got part of it is Holden, and it's got daisies on it, and I've got this quote that talks about it says, in days when daisies deck the sod and blackbirds whistle clear, we honest joy our hearts will bound to greet the coming year. I'm going to put it down at the bottom. And I'm wondering if I want to put no, I think I'm just going to put it on there. And I'm going to round the corners just to make it look more like a journal card. But before I do that, I'm going to back it. And I'm going to use this puppy dog paper here. So you can write on the back. Okay, and trim around that. If I can cut straight. It's always a challenge. Okay. Save this piece for something else. And still got a little bit of a edge there. Okay, that's better. And get my rounder. Pardon my reach. And get up in there. There we go. Ink around that. And then I'm going to take this little butterfly, and this butterfly is going to be my little tab. And I'm going to put it, like if my card is in here, I'm going to put it right here. Just right up on the corner. Kind of half off, so you can grab onto it and you can still see the butterfly. So that will go just in there like that. And I'm thinking I want something here. What would I like? Maybe a label. Oops, just knocked one of my books on the floor. I don't know if I have any. Labels in here. That's a possibility. I like that one, but I don't want to cover up the poppies. So maybe we'll go with that one and stamp something in it. Let's see what I've got. let's do these are Creative Expressions and their shampoo, and it is called Signatures from the Past 1. I think I'm just going to do this one that says note. Is it going to be big enough? I think so. I'm going to do Stampin' Black. Ooh, stuck. I've not used this one before, so they're still very sticky. I'll stamp it a couple of times so I don't mess it up. Okay. I'm going to snip these corners. Alright, so there is that. Now on the other side, I have reserved this kind of funky just piece of cardstock that has these folds in it because I think that's interesting, and I think I'm going to use that on this side when I decide how to decorate that side. But there is our little page side tuck, double side tuck with poppies. Alright, so let's move on to shabby. That one's going to take a little longer. Alright, let me get my stuff over here. So what I'm going to do for this one is a journal topper, because at some point I am going to do a shabby journal. And actually both of these I'm going to use because I'm going to do a botanical journal, which this will look really good in. And then I'm going to do a shabby chic one. So, yeah, this week's prompts actually work out really well for me. So what I have here is I have a piece of digital music that I believe came from, I'm not even going to guess. I've had it a while. I will try to remember and put it in the description box. I want to say that it's My Porch Prince, but I'm not definitely sure about that. So if I can find it, I will list it. But I think it has a really shabby look to it. And then I have this piece of scrapbook paper. And I'm going to make this kind of into a belly band to go on the front cover. And then I thought that I had, what I want to put in here is a pink envelope, but I couldn't find where they are. I know I have a couple somewhere, but I couldn't find them for the video. So, but I want a pink envelope to slide behind here. What I may do is just get some pink paper and do it myself. But I want to take this and I want to make a couple of what am I trying to say? Like X's with a hole punch. I'm having trouble thinking of my words here today because I'm trying to think of the right word and it's not coming to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do six holes, I think, 3 on each side. I'm going to try to get them as even as I can. I could measure, but you know, what fun would that be? Okay. And then I want to take this and I'm going to thread it through here, maybe. Like I'm threading a shoelace. Nope, gotta go the other way. So I got to start on the back. I was working through that in my mind. Let me close this up before I end up with ink on my ribbon. Okay, now I'm gonna tie a bow at the top. Maybe. Come on. Sometimes my hands don't want to do what I want them to do. Especially if I turn the camera on. then everything goes all to heck. See if I can make this look halfway decent. My goodness. Alright, and I'm going to leave those kind of long for the moment. I may end up cutting them off more, but I'm not sure how long I want that. Alright, so that is my belly band. Alright, so now I'm going to put this card on here, or this picture, which is by Sampool. See, I wish I had, do I want to do, I'll tell you what I might do, and this is why I left it long, because I didn't know. I think what I'm going to do is bring it back through so that I have two X's. Corset. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. That untwisted. It's a little fiddly, but I think it's going to be worth it. And then I can make my bow up there. I may have to cut it off and do the bow separate. I think I'll do that. Alright, so instead of doing a knot on the back, I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to tape it so that when I put the envelope behind it, it won't get stuck. So I'm going to get some masking tape here and just tape it down so that it'll be smooth. Cover all that up. Am I too low? Probably. And then you could put grommets in there too, if you wanted to, before you put the ribbon through, but I don't think it's necessary. Alright, now when my journal card or my envelope goes in and out, it won't hang on that. And we've got this on the front. And now I'll have to find another piece of ribbon because I'll never get a bow out of this. But I'll put a bow right there. Might be able to piece one together here. If I can get that in through. Come on. Fiddly, fiddly. We'll put that right there. Let me get a little dab of Fabri-Tac. All right. So there's that. And now this picture will go on here. And the purpose of doing this was the point shoes. You know, you crisscross them around the legs or whatever. And I thought that would be cute to put it on there like that. And then I have this little ballerina from Tim. I'm going to move that up. And I probably could have done with just one little cross. Or I wonder, should I make that the card? Maybe that would work. And put her on here. That's what I'll do. Alright, so this will go on here. Like this. As a belly band. So let's glue that on. And then let's ink around our little ballerina girl. This is one of my favorite Tim Holtz paper dolls. I just think she's precious in her little ballerina tutu. We'll put her here. That. And then I've got some buttons and some lace and a little rose. Get the Fabri-Tac out for that. And see how many times I can get this to stick to my fingers instead of to the paper. And got some little Swiss netting that I just put on there upside down. Then I've got this is a paper rose. And I'm sure these came from Hobby Lobby at some point. And then just some buttons. Alright, and then we will ink this up and we'll just use that for the tuck. I still want a pink envelope, but I think this will also look good behind there. I might put a piece of this washi just down here on the bottom. It's got roses on it as well. And then that can tuck behind there. Yep, that's cute. So there is my journal topper pretty much. Like I said, I do want an envelope to go under there. And then probably when I put it on the book, it will have an additional layer back here of something. But until I know what my cover looks like, I don't want to do that. Now, I've got one more because when I was digging out stuff for the Shabby Chic, I also found another idea, and so I'm going to do it real quick. This one, this is a piece of Tim Holtz wallpaper, and I'm going to put a notch in it. Turn it over the other way. Woo! That one flew across the room. And get up. That side doesn't matter. And then I have one of these flashcards that are my porch prints that have a real shabby look to them. And that's going to be my journal card. goes down in the pocket like that. And then I have this, which is by the Digital Collage Club. And I'm going to glue her on here. It says I love vintage on the bottom of it. So let's glue her on. And I've got this that is going to be my tab for up here. Just a little scrap piece of lace off something. Probably like a vintage curtain or something like that, because it has like a scalloped edge on it. And all I did for this pocket is I cut it to the width that I wanted it, and then just folded it in half. And that way it can be a floating pocket if you want, or you can glue it down on the page. Either way. So let's glue that shut. I'm going to use art glitter glue so that it'll have a real skinny glue line. Put our tag down in there. And then again, I'm going to make a little cluster at the bottom with some little fabric and lace. And some buttons, because buttons say shabby chic to me. And I probably should have used Fabri-Tac instead of this. It will dry, but it'll take a little longer. So there we go. That's a fun and easy one as well. And like I said, I do plan to do a shabby chic journal, so that just gives me 2 pieces of ephemera that I can use in that journal. So there is our little pocket with our little card. For piece number 1. For piece 2, we have our journal cover with a little card in it. And eventually a pink envelope when I find it. I think that's really cute. And then here is our poppy piece with a double slide tuck and a journaling card in this side, and a future journaling card in that side. So there you go. There's my pieces for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And again, check out Amy's channel. She has a playlist of all the previous weeks and all the previous 50 stack challenge 1, 2, and 3, as well as 4. So check that out. And if you post on social media, if you use the hashtag 50 stack challenge 4, or you just want to go see what everyone is doing, you can search that hashtag, and everybody that has posted this picture will come up, and you can see what other people have done with the prompts. So until Sunday, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll see you then. Bye.